Hello guys! Today we're going to be doing a scenario where Civilization starts in a completely new world. Like, this world is not like ours, it's completely fictional, and to add suspense, you guys don't know what the world looks like, and it'll reveal itself the farther we get into the series. So let's jump right into this first video. Also, I know I did a series like this before, but that wasn't very good, and I'm going to try to make this one better. And by the way, I use the same paint software that AdizzPro uses, which is paint.net. But it's not a website, it's a downloadable software. So yep, there you go. So yeah, we see the first civilization popping up. And in this fictional world, civilizations become civilizations right when people are there. You know, they get all the stuff that a civilization needs right away. So this civilization is, it's a kingdom, so it's ruled by a king. Of course. So yeah, it expands along the coast gradually, and they realize that it's kind of hard to expand while not knowing what they're expanding into. So they just decide to send explorers out, and
channel up and down.
They explore new areas. And they decide they want to go up this coast. I don't know why they decided. They just decided. Okay, maybe you guys can make up reasons yourself. So they're going to explore up this coast. Wait. Oh wait. There. And they send explorers over here. And eventually they decide that they should stop because, you know, this is this uses a lot of resources. So they decide to go the other way too. So they've explored all of these areas. And they decide, you know what, we really want to explore. So what they do, actually, is that they're able to use more resources to explore. They retreat a bit from over here, and you see, yeah, they plunder all the no, they don't plunder. They keep all the resources that were there, so that they're able to use them to explore. So now that they have those resources, they decide to fully colonize these new lands that they've explored, and this goes pretty well for them because, you know, they have so many resources. And they have their own little coastal empire over here. And then they, you know, keep doing their stuff. And they try to settle and make sure that they're doing good. And they get new technologies to see farther. So they're actually able to see even farther out now from what they were able to. The black areas are where they haven't seen. Nobody has ever seen them. And the white areas are where they have thoroughly seen these areas. They know everything that's there. And the gray areas are, they're able to slightly see them. Maybe a few people have been there before, but they don't have perfect knowledge over what's in that area. So yeah, that's how the colors work. So yeah. Oh, oops. There we go. So yeah, they're with new technologies, they're able to see farther into the water, and they also have people going out in boats who just decided to go out in boats. You know, yeah. And a few explorers decide to try to go farther inland. And yeah, so they're exploring from around, wait, wrong thing again. Okay, I'm not very good at this. So yeah, they explore from inland, going outwards.
That's true.
And they discover some really cool new plants, and they taste really good. And they send them back to the king, and the king decides, whoa, we really want those. So they expand really fast. They keep going, and they keep going, they keep going. But then something bad happens. They run out of resources, And the people over in these areas where there aren't many people decide, like where there isn't as strong of a rule over them by the king, they decide that they are going to make their own country. So they're over here, and they go like this. Boom, a blue team. And then you over here, or there's other people who like are kind of rejected by the nation, and they too make their own team. And this one gets a little more ambitious, getting closer to the center of the place. But this blue team over here is a little more pacifist, and they don't really want to hurt anybody that much. But somebody takes over that job for them. The green team conquers a bit of land from the red team and is as ambitious as the purple team. And with this ambition of the green team, they see the blue team over here, and they see it not as as a possible ally. They see it as a possible territory. So they attack first with the blue team, and the blue team, they want to be pacifists, so they kind of let this happen. So, boom, this entire team is taken out. So now it's just the green, red, and purple. And with this international, this national income tempt in the red team, they both the purple and green team being ambitious, they both go after the red team. And you see, once they get to where humanity started, where there's a ton of people, they end up being forced to slow down. So they go over here, and they end up cornering the last people. And the purple team, being having been founded sooner, was able to do more stuff because they were more established. And the red team barely exists, and the purple team ends up doing the final blow. And in these areas that I've explored, all those documents have been erased. So we see all of this area, not very many people know what's there. So yeah, that's something. And then we see the green team and purple team. Now normally they would probably attack each other, but they respect each other's ambitious ideas, so they decide to actually become allies. And by now, they have become advanced enough for capitals. So one sec. There we go. Okay, so we got the green team's capital up here where they started. We got the purple team's capital over here where Civilization started. And the purple team's capital is really close to the green team, so the purple team decides to make a deal with the green team. They give the green team they give the green team a bunch of resources in exchange for getting this land. And this is the first ever diplomatic move done by a nation in this world. And this makes the purple team a bit more secure. And yeah, so they're in their little areas. The purple team, of course, being more established and having the largest population, it does some expanding. And they actually make a well-rounded nation with good-looking borders. And actually, so there are no landforms over here. It will be shown on the map when they reach landforms. So don't think about them barely being able to move. There's no major landforms here. There's mostly just plains, maybe a bit hilly and stuff like that. So it's possible to expand like this. And then the green team, they're less established. They're not able to do as much, but they do pretty much the same. And they expand like this. But they're not able to get as big as the purple team because again, they're not as established. But I lied. They're able to get quite big, almost as big as the purple team, because of those resources that the purple team gave them for the piece of land. So they get quite sizable, and and they become friendly rivals with the purple team. Both sides trying to edge out each other with how much land they have, but they're friendly, so they don't really do any fighting or anything like that. And they find even better technologies for seeing things. So actually, if we zoom out, this is the map so far. They get better technologies for seeing things, and people go out more and stuff. So we see new lands being seen. Well, like people can slightly see what's here, and yeah, so we see this stuff happening. And like, wow, this world has gotten pretty crazy already. We got 2 countries that are really ambitious, trying to get a bunch of land, and we see a bunch of like areas discovered. Wait, one sec. There. Wait. No. There. That's better. Okay. So we see this is the place so far. These are all the countries that are here and everything. So we can zoom in, and yeah, this is pretty crazy. Everything that happened, and they both are pretty strong allies. And they decide that they needed to change some stuff up. They decide that so they're both kingdoms, of course, but they decide that maybe can suit their like aggressive like ideas better if they had an organized military, because right now they don't. They just have people go out there and make houses, and like that's how they expand. But they decide now that maybe they should make like an actual military. So they both make actual militaries with the help of each other, and then that helps them expand like a lot. But this expanding is getting pretty dangerous. So they don't decide to do that much expanding, but they do quite a bit. Should probably turn down this brush size. There. And then the purple team also does their fair share.
Oh, it's actually, I think it might be on 40, the other one, yeah.
Yep, so we see them expanding like this. And yeah, they expand a lot. Until they decide, you know what, maybe we should stop. And the purple team does do one move that kind of angers the green team. They go like this. Okay guys, I fixed it. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're back to them being like this. And they decide that their expansion would be better suited by becoming aristocracies instead of kingdoms. Or basically, aristocracies are ruled by a group of people instead of like a single person. So the kings that make sure that they still have a spot in the aristocracy. But yeah, they hand over the rule to an aristocracy to better suit their expansionist ways. And this works like really well. So they do a lot more expanding. But of course, they decide not to expand that much, since in this age, it's kind of hard to have a large empire. No matter what government system you are, like it's still pretty hard to maintain a large empire. So yeah, they don't do that much expansion. And the green team, being over here, manages to expand this. So yeah, we're gonna make a new one of these. So. I have a feeling I'm going to need to update this a lot. So, yeah.
It's funny because I was talking with Dom when he walked past us, and like Dom knows him really well. Like he was talking to us.
So, yeah, we see all of these areas get like sort of discovered, but not really. And yeah, so now you have this as a map. And we also have some ships going. So it's of course pretty small voyages, so they're like this. See this, we see this. Yeah, we see this kind of thing happening. Where like, yeah, they send ships out. And this might lead to something. We'll catch up on that later. We see one voyage going really far, but it also doesn't uncover anything. But yeah, so they actually decide to focus on these voyages now. So yeah, they stop expanding on land. They decide maybe there's like other areas out there that they can expand on. And the purple team finds something. And of course, since they're allies, they tell the green team, and they both go to this area. And oh boy, they found land. Alright. So what they do is, before they even claim it at all, they do big, like, sort of exploration, but not really exploration type stuff.
I know that
And
guy.
then they actually after they do a lot more of this, like a lot more. Then they decide to actually explore it after they do this. Now that they finish doing that, they actually decide to explore it. So with a joint effort, with a joint effort, and they're able to explore a lot. They explore all of these areas, and they decide to make a new treaty. So, what this treaty turns out as is we see the purple team draw on the line. We see them take this. And we see the lime team take this.
It's always been imposing that. It just started being.
So not quite even, but the coast, of course, is more valuable. So really, it's pretty even. So yeah. And we see the green team doing some expanding. We see them both being really happy with this new area of land. But of course, they don't expand that much because they need to eventually start settling in. So yeah, they expand a bit, and yeah, so they kind of stay at this for a while. And there have been some cities created other than their capitals now, and their capitals have also grown like a lot. One sec, let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Yeah, so their capitals have grown, so they're not tiny anymore. So these are now the capitals. And now, with these being created, we also see some cities being created. Like this. And then we also see a couple cities over here. Of course, not that many, because not that many people have decided to come over here yet. And to encourage people to come over here, the lime and purple team decide to start selling land for super cheap, and they allow more freedom over here. Over here, they have freedom of speech, freedom of the press. They are able to bear arms. They're able to do all of that stuff, and you're not able to do that over here. So a lot of people come over here so that they're able to have more freedom. And this actually causes something extremely unexpected. And one sec. So we see a lot more land getting explored. And we see, well, not explored, not fully explored, but so that being seen by a couple people. And then we see something pretty special. So with people being able to bear arms and with free speech and a bunch more freedom, what some people decide to do is explore out here, right, apart from the main teams, and there is this one group where they're over here. They create the first ever republic. So people elect a leader to do the stuff for them. And this leader has actual king powers, but they are forced to be elected. So yeah, we see this orange team expanding, and they know that if they start bordering the purple team, then they're going to be in big trouble. So what they do is they actually start retreating. Wait, no. They start retreating from where they started so that the purple team doesn't get mad at them. So they keep going until they eventually are only on this coast. So yeah, they're like apart from everybody else. And yeah, so they start deciding to, well, no, they don't decide, they just do grow. And so yeah, they grow this way. Get more land. And this is the orange team. It's pretty comparable. It's like a pretty sizable country. And then they, of course, they're not very big. So they're not able to make a very big city. But they make a city as their capital. And of course, it's not near as big as even these teams, like minor cities. Well, actually, no, it's about the same size as their minor cities. But not near as big as their capitals. So yeah, with this orange team is pretty big. It's getting a lot of people, and it's making it. Even though they tried their best not to let this happen, it makes the purple and lime team angry. So they send a single expedition out, coming to meet the orange team. And when they reach the orange team, they don't attack right away, but they send an ultimatum. They order the orange team to retreat from 90% of their land to pretty much only their capital, or else they will be declared war on. And the orange team, now they pretty much have no choice but to accept. But they don't want to do this, so what they really do is they make it appear so to the purple team, where they move a bunch of land this way where the purple team can see it, but over here they still have their land. And the purple team falls for it, and they're like, okay, I guess you're a good size now. So they go back to their land, and then the orange team just takes everything right back, like nothing happened. And now they live in complete isolation from the purple team, not buying anything. And they act like they were just destroyed. Like they don't exist anymore, like a huge flood came in and they all died. Because, they're so they're supposed to be so tiny that could, like a flood could wipe out their entire country. So to not meet the lime and purple team, they decide to expand only on the coast. They slightly outwards, but not very much. Ah! Why does that always happen? Yeah, so they expand a bit. So yeah, they're pretty sizable now. And, wait a minute, one sec. Uh-oh, I did this wrong. There we go. Okay, got that working. So now we're back to over here. So yeah, they got their capital. And their capital, actually, they've attracted a bunch of people. It's kind of like the black market, pretty much. Like people hear about it secretly. They've attracted a bunch of people, and so many people, they're able to start creating like their capital as big as the purple and lime team, and they start creating a bunch of cities. And they are actually the strongest country now because so many people have came, because the people like this place more, because they have like a bunch more freedom, even than the people over here. So what the orange team finally decides to do is they start coming. I know it's vague. I made that vague on purpose. So they start making an spearhead towards the purple team. Purple team scouts here, see them, but it's like they get captured before they're able to tell their home teams. So they keep going and going. Wait, what the heck is that? What? So they keep going until they meet up with the purple team's border. Purple team's like, what the heck? I thought we told you guys to stay over there. And they're like, yeah, but we didn't listen, so now we're going to, kind of invade you and take your capital in a few days because all of your people like us better. So, yeah, that happened. What? No. There we go. So, yeah, we see this happen, and it's pretty crazy. Like, nobody thought this was ever possible. Like, the social, state of the world looked like it was going to stay the same, but apparently not anymore. So, yeah, the orange team completely shows off, taking all of this. and it's just like, wow. The Lime team is so maced that they don't even help out their ally here. And like the Orange team like conquers all of this area. And like, wow, the Orange team has really gotten big. But the Purple team fortifies like a lot. So when the Orange team sends out their ships over here, tries to get over here, they fail because the Purple team is so fortified that they're not able. That the Orange team isn't even able to attack them, even when the citizens like them more. So the Orange team decides to stay on this island, and they make a deal with the Green team. The Orange team takes like quite a bit of the land here in exchange for not hurting the Lime team, because the Lime team is scared of them. So, yeah, they do that. And the Purple team also saw that the Lime team didn't help them out, even though they're supposed to be, like, really strong allies. And, one second, let me finish drawing this. So we get back over there. Over here, and we see the Purple team declare war on the Lime team because of this. And like the Purple team is like really mad, like a lot more mad than you would think. So they start invading, and like they go fast. They are mad, and the Lime team is like, oh crap! Well, as like 2 of their major cities are being taken, and they know that they only have one chance. They go to the Orange team. They're like, can you please help us? And the Orange team is like, yes, if we get 90% of your colony here. And they're like, okay, please, we just want to survive. So the Orange team takes this. And wait, let me finish drawing this. And they go out to war with the Lime team. And wow, the Lime team is going to be really glad they made this trade in a few seconds. Because the Orange team people arrive, and then, bam, major city back, bam, major city back. Like, wow, the Orange team people living in the Republic really like living in a Republic. And, yeah, they keep taking major cities until they meet up with the Purple capital, but decide not to try to, like, get it right away. But they encircle the capital. It's important to know in a bit. So they conquer all these cities. And the capital is completely isolated. So now these cities are super easy to capitulate. They don't even need to have a supply thing anymore for their troops to like be able to do this stuff. So they do all this. They take each of these major cities and they conquer all this land with it. And okay, so we see the Lime team getting this land. And the only thing left is the Purple team. It looks like the Purple team is completely gone, but the capital is still there. And so yeah, the Purple team's in their capital. And they decide that come on, like this is a lost cause. So they throw in the towel. They surrender. And like the Lime team is being super nice, but they allow the Purple team to keep all of this territory and like stay alive. But of course, this seems really good for the Purple team because like barely anything bad happened. But the only thing bad happening was that the Purple team capital is now really tiny because it got damaged like a lot. So now it's just like the same size as a major city in the other teams. But the Lime team sees what the Orange team just did for them, just for lots of their colony. And the Lime team and the Orange team really like each other now. Like they work together a lot. But the thing is, it doesn't really work out how it should have, because the people on the Lime team kind of see this and they're like, we want to be a republic. So the people in the colony, wait, wrong color. So the people in the colony revolt, and they make their own republic. And yeah.
Jason was not bad.
Wait, wrong layer. Wait, no, don't. I didn't color. Oh, phew.
This girl, that she's gonna pass you a good
Okay,
outside,
so,
she didn't have to remember.
There we go. So we see a new blue team conquering this area of the line team. And they want to be an ally with the orange team, but the orange team sees this and they're like, dude, we were an ally of them and you just killed our ally. And they were like, oh yeah, we did just do that. So the orange team is now mad at them. And, wait 1 second, guys. Does it let me? Can I do this? Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we see the blue team expanding like this. And the orange team is pretty scared because, like, wow, how did they do this? But the blue team quickly sues for peace because, like, we didn't want to do this war to begin with. So yeah, like the orange team gets this, and yeah. So the blue team and the orange team are at peace. The lime team and the orange team still really like each other. Well, not really, but quite like each other. And yeah. So this is kind of the state of things right now. This is the current world. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it for this video. You guys know my outro, or maybe you don't. Adios.